Hello guys, welcome back to another video, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the LG UltraFine 5K display, so let's begin. Okay, so this review is going to be after a few months of use review and should you buy this monitor review. I reviewed the LG UltraFine 5K display a couple of months ago, but that was the first initials review, after I used it for a couple of weeks. This is a more comprehensive review after I've used it for a couple of months. So I'm going to be talking about the specs and what I generally think about the monitor and what should you buy it. Is it worth it? So let's start off with the specs. Let's talk about the design. I think this monitor looks pretty good. It doesn't look ugly. Now I know some people might say the bezels are outdated, and they kind of are, but they're not too bad. The bezels on the side and the bottom, they're pretty thin, but on the top obviously you have a huge bezel, so the bezels are not symmetrical because of the webcam. This display has a 1080p webcam, and that's nice that LG included it. It doesn't come with the 4K display. It only comes with the 5K display. It's a 1080p webcam, so it is better than the ones you get in your MacBooks. So that's a bonus, I would say. And it also has dual mics on the top. Now, the design, it's made out of plastic, this plasticky material. It's sort of plastic. It's like sort of plastics. I can't tell by just touching it. I think it is plastic. And the stand that it's sitting on is made out of metal. This monitor is pretty heavy, so you do have to be careful when carrying it because of the stand. It is pretty heavy. And yeah, in general, I think this monitor looks nice, minimalistic, modern, and simple. I also like the fact that it has 3 USB-C ports at the back so that I can connect extra accessories and stuff when I need to. Now you can also connect this monitor via VESA mount, so if you want to wall mount it, you can do that. But speaking in general in design, I think LG should update the display now because it has been around. This design has been around for 5 years now, so I think it is time to update it with a new design and maybe new specs as well. That would be nice. Let's talk about now the display itself. So this has a 27-inch 5K resolution display with 500 nits of brightness and P3 color gamut. This, let me tell you off the bat, is a wonderful display. I cannot stop using it. Like when I use my MacBook, I use the display with it. I'm just so used to having a big screen because it's just so much better. It improves your workflow. It enhances your workflow. You have so much more space to play with. You can, multitask easier, open up more apps and have them in the same desktop. It's so much easier. And when editing photos or videos, you get more detail because the display is bigger, so you can see your work better, especially when editing photos. You can see all those details that you need to correct better, and that matters for me. Also, it improves your sitting posture because you don't sit down looking like this down at the MacBook. You sit down looking up straight at the monitor, and the monitor is pretty adjustable, so it goes pretty up and down, pretty high, and it also adjusts the angle of view, so you can alter the angle if you need to. But I keep mine pretty low, and I keep mine at 90 degrees. So yeah, this display, I love it. I love the display, except I have one gripe with it, is that the viewing angles. When you start to move your head around the display, you start to notice the picture quality starts to worsen. Now, this I believe is the same display panel that is used on the iMacs for 27-inch models. And when I looked at the iMac Pro 27-inch 5K display, it doesn't have that issue. But when I look at this, the picture quality, iMac's viewing angle is better than here, even though they share the same display. So I was wondering, what is the issue? Is it the fact that Apple doesn't allow LG to give the same panel to their monitor as the ones they use on their iMacs? Maybe it's because it doesn't have an anti-reflective coating. Because I'm looking at it right now and it looks like it doesn't have anti-reflective coating. So maybe that might be the issue, but I think LG should resolve this problem on the next generation of the display. Other than that, this display has been awesome and I loved it. Now, also one of the things I'll tell you right off the back is I don't like is the material they use on display. It's like this plasticky material, and when I looked close at it, it looked like there were some uneven installments on like the display wasn't built properly, and that kind of bugs me about it because this is a 1,800 pound display, and I expect better quality than that. And maybe LG should give it better materials, like they should give it, I don't know, metal, aluminium, like Apple do, instead of plastic. Now, the problem with that is obviously it's going to be heavier, but I would love to have nicer materials on the display. The stand is made out of metal, but I also would love that the display would be made out of it on itself, the monitor. But again, it's a small nitpick, it's not really a big issue. Let's now talk about the rest. So I like the fact that monitor has a 1080p webcam. So when you use the monitor, you don't have to use the MacBook's webcam. You can use the LG UltraFine 5K display webcam, and you know it's HD, so that's a bonus. It's better than the ones you have in your MacBooks. Also it has speakers, so when you watch videos, it plays the audio from the speakers on the LG UltraFine 5K displays. And I'm gonna tell you, these speakers are really, really loud. I do have to keep the volume low, because that's what probably will be enough for most people. They are really, really loud. So yeah, the speakers, they're pretty good, but I use headphones, so I don't really use the speakers. But it's nice to have them. And also what I like is you get 3 extra USB-C ports at the back, which is, it saves my life so much. My MacBook Pro ports are pretty much filled up. I have 4 USB-C ports, and you know, one is taken up by the monitor, one is taken up by the SSD that's plugged in when I edit videos, one is taken up by the SD card, which, you know, it's pretty big. It's like this, so it takes up basically 2 USB-C ports. So my MacBook Pro ports are filled out. I have no space to plug in other accessories. So I'm so glad that LG added extra USB-C ports at the back, because I can connect my microphone, I can connect my lightning cable to charge my iPhone when I need to. It's so nice to have, and I'm so glad LG added it, because it just makes life so much easier. Yeah, and also you can LG includes a USB-C cable so that you can connect a MacBook or an iPad Pro with USB-C port, and that's nice. I used my iPad Pro with this monitor to play games with it, and I hooked it up with a DualShock 4 controller. It's been nice, and I like the fact that LG includes a USB-C cable as well, so that I can connect my iPad Pro. And also has the Thunderbolt cable so that you connect your MacBook to it. Now let's talk about support. So it supports MacBooks from 2016 and onwards. I'm talking MacBook Pros especially. It supports MacBook Airs from 2018 onwards. It supports MacBooks with an USB-C port from 2015 and onwards. It supports Mac Mini from 2018 and onwards. It supports iMac Pro, I believe, from 2017, because it is made from 2017. It supports iMacs from 2017 and onwards. So I think I've covered all the list devices that the LG UltraFine 5K display supports, and as you can see, it is a lot, because this display has been made primarily for Mac users. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about now whether you buy this monitor, and I think yes, if you need a monitor, a good monitor, and you want to expand your workflow, I think you should buy this monitor. And I think the reason is because it offers so much for a good value. Now let me explain. You can buy alternatives 5K displays, but they're gonna be way more expensive. They can cost up to 5,000, 10,000 pounds, which is a lot of money. This thing only costs 1,800 pounds, which is, I think, is a better price. So is this monitor worth it? I would say yes. And if you have the money, buy this over the LG UltraFine 4K display, because you get bonuses such as a webcam, you get a bigger display, you get 5K resolution. I think it's just a better upgrade. This display also works good with the Mac, so you know most displays are made for Windows laptops. This display has been especially made for the Mac, so if you are a Mac user and you're looking for a monitor, this is the one you should consider. Also, especially when we're comparing Apple's Pro Display XDR and this. Now let's be honest, But comparing this and Apple's Pro Display XDR doesn't have many differences. Apple's Pro Display XDR has 6K and 32 inches and maybe, aluminum design, but, let's be honest, who cares? Design does nothing to the monitor's specs. The only primary difference is you get a little bit bigger display, and you get 6K. This display offers a webcam, which Apple's Pro Display XDR doesn't have. It offers loudspeakers. It offers 5K resolution, 55 million pixels, 500 nits of brightness, P3 color gamut. I think that's a lot of set of specs for £1,800. So I would say yes, buy this monitor if you're looking for a new monitor. Now, LG's not, I don't think they're going to be updating this monitor because there hasn't been any rumors at all lately when LG is going to be updating their UltraFine 5K display. And, if you're going to buy a monitor, chances are you're going to upgrade it like after 5+ years. Monitors are the devices that you're not supposed to upgrade regularly. They should last you for like 5+ years, and then you will eventually upgrade. So I'm planning to keep this monitor for a longer time before I upgrade. But yeah, guys, is this worth £1,800? Yes. If you have the money, I would say buy it. It will enhance your workflow. It will make your life easier. Trust me. I think you're gonna love it. So yeah, huge thumbs up for the LG UltraFine 5K display, and I hope that LG will update it soon because I think the design needs to be updated and hopefully the materials. But yeah, guys, that's been it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.